What's up, guys? It's Dinger Daily, and today we're going to be talking about the Marlins versus the Cubs NL wildcard round. So the Cubs are the 3 seed in the NL, the Marlins are the 6 seed, and it's a 16-team playoff bracket where 8 teams from each league make the playoffs. So in Game 1, it's today at 2:08 p.m. Eastern Time. The Cubs are starting Cal Hendricks, who had a 2.98 ERA in 11 postseason games, like over his career. And the Marlins are starting Sandy Alcantara. So they're starting Sandy Alcantara because he has the ability to shut down a lineup, according to MLB.com. He only had 42 innings over 7 starts because of contracting the COVID-19 virus, but he had a 3.0 ERA. And on the other hand, for the Cubs, Kyle Hendricks, he went 3-1 in September and he had a 1.45 ERA. He had 30 strikeouts and he only had 4 walks in September. So here's another article. Round 1 playoff preview, Marlins at Cubs, September 30th to October 2nd. So during the second game of the series, the Cubs are starting Yu Darvish and the Marlins are starting probably rookie Sixto Sanchez, or they might start right-hander Pablo Lopez. Because this really helps the Cubs, as the Cubs are much better against right-handed hitters this season compared to lefties. And everybody here in this article is predicting the Cubs to win. And yeah. So the games will happen on ABC. No, the first game will happen on ABC, and the next 2 games will happen on ESPN. The third game will happen only if necessary if the Cubs win or the Marlins win. 2-0, it will not happen. One of the teams will advance. Yeah. So as I was saying, Yu Darvish, he's a Cy Young candidate. So it's good that the Cubs are starting him in Game 2 because if you really think about it, Game 2 is the deciding factor. If the Cubs win the first game with Kyle Hendricks, then they want a strong pitcher to close out the series. If they lose the first game to Sandy Alcantara, then they need Yu Darvish to probably help them have a dominant pitching performance night on tomorrow, Thursday. And so Game 2 is the one that matters most in the series. I really don't know how I feel about John Lester starting Game 3 if it's needed, because he is a left-hander and the Marlins have been good against left-handers. But if it were to be, the Marlins would start Pablo Lopez. So also the bullpen for the Cubs, it's been decent. Jeremy Jeffress is probably going to be the main closer because Craig Kimbrell, he's really struggled with inconsistencies and he's been injured. But still, in his last 8 appearances, it says in this article, he had 13 strikeouts, no walks, and a 1.42 ERA in his last 14 games. Darvish, he's been stellar this season, Cy Young candidate, as we talked about. Last time he played in the postseason, he got destroyed, and he had to get Poda in the second inning again. And here's the last article. It's talking about the hitters. So, the top hitters for the Marlins are first baseman Jesus Aguilar, sitting 277 on the season. He has 8 homers and 34 RBIs. And Miguel Rojas, who's hitting 304 on the season, 4 homers and 20 RBIs. Also has an 888 OPS. Also, for the Marlins, their relievers, Brandon Kinsler, who used to be a former Cub, he's 2-3 on the season, but he has a decent ERA with 2.22, and he has 12 saves. Also, Brad Boxberger, he's 1-0. He has a 3.0 ERA. For the Cubs, top hitters are Ian Happ. He's a center fielder. He hit 258 on the season with 12 home runs and 28 RBIs. Right fielder Jason Hayward. He's hitting 265 on the season with 6 homers, 22 RBIs. And the core for the Cubs really didn't perform through the season. Javi Baez had a 203 batting average, and Rizzo wasn't really himself. He usually puts up an average around 270. This year he put up 222. He only had 24 RBIs on the season, and Chris Bryant was riddled by injuries throughout the season with a wrist injury and then like an oblique strain. The Cubs' batting average of 220 was the fifth worst in the majors. They were fifth in strikeouts. Baez, Contreras, I don't know about Contreras, but it says Bryant, Baez, Contreras, and Rizzo struggled. Contreras, I feel like he did pretty good in the shortened season. Also, the Cubs, this is David Ross's first season as the manager. He also makes his first postseason as the manager. And they're the 3 seed. They had a record of 34-26. The Marlins had a record of 31-29. They were in second place in the NL East, 6th seed in the NL. Their manager is Don Mattingly. The Marlins, they've never lost a playoff series because both times they made the playoffs, 1976 and 2003, they won the World Series. So that's kind of odd in the way that they made no playoffs. They've made a few playoffs and they won the World Series in the times that they made playoffs. In 2003, they also beat the Cubs when the Cubs were up 3-1, and they rallied back 4-3 to advance to the NLCS. No, my bad. They advanced to the World Series. On USA Today, they are predicting Marlins in 3, but I'm going to disagree with that and say Cubs in 3 because I really don't know if the Cubs are going to be able to hit off of Sandy Alcantara, and he's been really dominant this season. He had a 3.0 ERA, like we said before. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm saying the Cubs in 3, and the series is happening at Wrigley Field. The home team is the team with the better seeding. So this is the 3 seed Cubs versus 6 seed Marlins. That's why it's happening in Chicago at Wrigley Field. All 3 games will happen in Chicago. So that's it for this video. Hope you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out our socials, links in the description. Have a great day. Bye.